All right, testing mic. Yep, it's working. Be live in about 3 minutes. All right, we're live. Hi, everyone. I know that there are not a lot of viewers right now, but thank you for those of you that are here. I'll give it a couple of seconds because I want to make sure that I don't go too far ahead in the instructions so that if anybody is here live, they can ask some questions. We were supposed to go live today with Julianne, but she did have something come up, but she will be joining us tomorrow. So you get two lives. So we decided to make it two challenges. We're going to have the block reveal one today, and then we'll have another challenge for tomorrow. So if you've been in our group for a while, you know what those challenges are. We just give you some templates and you turn it into an activity. It could be any content, it could be any grade level, and then you just share it back in the group. What that does is that it allows other teachers to have activities as well, and it just creates a fun atmosphere. And to encourage you to do that this year, we are going to have a giveaway. So we're going to give away two Teachers Pay Teachers gift cards, $20 each. We'll wait a whole week until we select somebody to win that. Hi, Michelle. Thank you so much for being here. I know that you're not going to be here tomorrow, but we will go live tomorrow again. So just make sure you catch that live later as well. But I have quite a bit of things to share, a lot of templates. If you're catching the replay, that is going to be always linked at the bottom. All of those links are always free. If for whatever reason something doesn't work, just let me know. I'm happy to fix it. Hey, Kim. How are you? Thank you for being here. All right, so I see 5 viewers right now, which is awesome. So I will go ahead and get started. To two completely different lives. So we're going to focus on block reveals today, and tomorrow we'll focus on something else. But it'll be similar. Challenge, we give you everything that you need and you can create your own activity out of it. Since you've been part of the group for so long, there's not a lot of newness, but you're always welcome to be here, ask questions, right? I think those are the benefits of being live, getting a chance to ask those questions and get them answered. I'll start off with sharing because I know that if you come in late, you can still see the chat. Just know that the links for the chat work when you are on a computer. If you're catching the replay and you're watching on a phone, I've noticed that these links don't tend to work. So they are meant to be on a computer since they are Google links. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share this link here. So this link goes to the drive that has all of the different sizes for block reveals. Okay, so this is a really good link because you can come back and they've all been made already. Okay, so let me actually share from, I gotta find the right one. All right, so I gotta share from the right page. Again, this is also going to be linked in the description. And I haven't prepped anything, nothing at all, other than just the questions I want to use. So I know that the activity that I want to make is on order of operations. So I have the problems written, but I haven't looked for a picture or anything like that because I wanted this to be authentic. So I wanted to show you the process that I go through when I'm looking for an image to put into a block reveal for my students. Okay. Yes, this is a gold mine of templates. So if you notice, they're all already just kind of worked out for you. And I am going to actually, I'll show you how to use all of them, but I'm going to use this 10x1 listing and I'll explain why, because I'm going to actually change it so that it's not 10x1. So then that way you get a little bit extra of how to manipulate these templates should you need to. Okay. And this is my favorite one to manipulate and change around. So again, 100% authentic. I haven't done any of the pre-work other than just knowing the questions that I want to use. You should have those too. If you don't have questions, try to come up with some that you would use for your own content so that if something happens and it's not working properly, you cannot ask that question, right? I get a lot of questions like, oh, I was using this not for math, it's not working properly, so then I can help you troubleshoot because this should work for any content whatsoever. They are not just for math, they are definitely for everything. I want to show you one that I just recently made with a coworker. So I have this awesome coworker that this is the first year that I'm getting to work with because she teaches 6th grade. And we made this one together. So I was showing her how to make block reveals. So Gig is our school mascot. And this is a get to know me template where students can type in any answer whatsoever, right? So it's going to be correct no matter what they do, right? So my first name is Jorgelina and it's going to show me the image, right? So right, if I typed in Michelle here, it would still work. So it's just as long as they're writing something. So it's just to start getting them used to these templates. So in my free time, I enjoy working on math. I really do. The last book I read is, well, I'm currently reading this awesome book, Radically Inclusive Teaching. So that's what I'm reading right now. It's actually really awesome with newcomers and emergent plurilingual students. If you know me, you know I'm super passionate. I just started the master's program and we were given the choice to read a book and I chose this one. So I'll just call that Radically Inclusive Teaching. Super awesome. But yeah, so you can type in anything you want in any of these and the pictures will begin to appear. If you want a template that's already been coded that way, you can see that one there, okay? Yay! Okay, so this one's that. And that's also, that one is in this link here. So it's called Gig. This one's already made so that it could type in any answers. Okay. So I love this one for getting to know students. I'm going to close that one out. All right, let's go through the different sizes of the templates. So we have the 3x3 template. I think it just goes by number of pixels, so you can tell what it is that it's talking about. In every one of these folders, you're going to see two different templates. One of them is the straightforward template, questions and answers, and then the other one is the drop down with the task cards. So those are all already done. Okay, so again, landmine, amazing one. So this is a great gold mine of templates. So you get all the, all the different sizes that we've made. Here's a 3x4, the 4x3. Okay, and all of these are going to work exactly the same way once you get to learn how to manipulate them. So basically, multiply them together, and that's how you know how many questions you have, right? So this one would be 16 questions, 20 questions, 25 questions, 20 questions, 9 questions, okay? So I'm going to be working with a 10x1, but I'm going to change this to 15x1. So I'm going to change this to be a 15 question template, okay? I think maybe 12. I'll change it to 12. I actually have 16 questions here altogether, but I don't like the way some of them are, so I might not use those. I'm looking at the questions right now that I had written. Yeah, let's go with 15. I'll do 15. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one. I won't be using the task cards because they're, again, it's just order of operation, so I'm just going to be working with order of operations. So I'm going to select this 10x1. Right? It is going to be a view only template, so you're going to have to make a copy. I suggest that when you open up this one with all of the different ones, that all you got to do is star it. So if you notice, I'm not the owner because this is my personal account. So you can just go into the shared with me. I know there's a way to star. Let me see if I remember how to do that. Organize, star. Okay, yeah, so you're going to go into the folder, go to organized, and then add to starred. Okay, and then that way it'll show up on your shared with me or the starred. So you'll see it in two places. And if you don't have a lot of things starred, this will always be at the top. So that's a good way for you to be able to come back to it. I'm not going to turn off the link or anything like that. So as long as you star it, you'll have all of the templates. You can go through and make your own copies if you want to as well, but that takes some time. So just know that they'll be safe there. They've been here for years. All right, back to this one. So file, make a copy, and we are going to call this order of operations. Reveal activity. And this is going to end up being the answer key. I'm going to switch it, and I am going to put it in my Teachers Pay Teachers folder. I know I'm probably not going to list it on Teachers Pay Teachers, but I like people that have access to this to always get new activities as well. Order of operations, block reveal. All right, make a copy. Now I'm going to close this one out. Okie dokie. Okay, first I'm going to show you how to add the extra questions. I said I want this to be 15 questions, so I'm going to do that process first if you're using this type of activity. If you need to erase questions, maybe you don't want 10, it really is just as easy as highlighting the ones that you don't want on the side and then just hit delete. Delete. And now you have an 8-question template. Okay, so deleting is not hard. You just delete it. It's not going to affect anything. Adding is a little bit more challenging, but it is not hard whatsoever. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select 2 at a time because that's how thick right? That's the thickness of that actual block. So if you had a different template, if it was by 1 or by 3, you would do the same. So I'm just going to select this, and I'm going to go to insert below. So insert 2 rows below. Okay, and it's just going to add those for me. And I need to do this 5 times because I am going to make this a 15 question template. So this is 11, and then I'm just going to hit this redo button. 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so now I have the sizing that I want. Okay, next I'm going to take this whole row here, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm just going to paste it directly below it. All right, so now I just need to change these numbers, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Same here, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now I have all of the questions that I want. Obviously, there are no images here yet. I'm going to go 2 by 2 and join these together using this, the merge cells. I'll do it again in this one. Together and merge cells. Once you have one that's merged, you can copy that and then just paste it. And then last but not least, we got to add the formula in here. Okay, so I'm going to go to the previous one. If you go to the previous one, you see the formula show up here. So I'm going to copy this formula, and I'm going to paste it into this one. I'm also going to paste it into the chat, just in case, so that you can see what I'm talking about. All right, and then I'll explain the formula. So if E23, which is this button here, is equal to whatever answer you put on page 2, then the next image will show up. Okay, so it's going in order. So all I got to do is change these around a bit. So if E23, it's actually E25 now, is equal to, now I need to go, let me see the previous one, 17, 19. They're all going up by 2. See how it's 15, 15. So the template's going up by 2, so we'll keep it the same. If E25 is, this should be by 2, this would be 21. Then this one's going to be 21. Nothing's going to change right now because I don't have an image there, right? But this should work after. So I'm going to copy the previous one. Let's do it again. And then everything's going to go up by 2. E27, 23, 23. This one, now it's going to go up by 4, 29, and 25. 25. Go ahead and copy this one. And then this is going to be 31, 27, and 27. I'm just looking up at the chat. And then last one, 33, 29, and 29. You can also drag the formula. When you drag the formula, everything goes up by 1. So you can then just go back and edit it. But that could get a little bit more confusing, I think. But it's up to you how you work. If you use this little button here, this little circle, and then drag it down, it will copy that previous one to all of them. So you don't have to go control copy. All right, let me go back to page 2. Now I'm going to go here on page 2. This is where all the magic happens. Let's go find the, oop, there it is. Here are these images. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this whole thing, and I'm going to drag it. Now, there's 16 questions. I'm going to erase this one because I don't need 16. So I just dragged it down. Notice how the numbers kept going, and then just copied that image. So now I'm going to go here on sheet 2 and just make sure. See, now there they are. It just extended that image down. So everything is working properly. Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh no, yeah, never mind. For some reason, I just had a small heart attack. I thought I had edited the template. Nope, I'm in the right place. Okay. Okie dokie. Now it's all ready to go to start working on our answers. Again, please interrupt me. Ask me any questions that you have. I am going to now look for the image that I want to use. So again, I haven't done that. If you have been following me for a while, you know that this is the page that I use to split the images. Pine Tools. That's also always linked in the description below. Let's just go to Google. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to look for an anime image. The reason why I'm going to go look for that is because there is this anime, Jujutsu Kaisen, which my son and I have watched and my students are loving. And the new season is supposed to come out soon. So it's very highly anticipated. The last season ended on this huge cliffhanger. So basically anything that my students are into, I like incorporating because I know I get immediate buy-in. So I am going to look for Jujutsu Kaisen images. I'm just going to go to image. Yes, you have to worry about copyright and all that, but I am not planning to sell this. I'm planning to use it myself. I will share it with anybody that wants to use it. So now he is everyone's favorite. So I think I'm going to use his image. See if I can find a cool one. This one's a good one. This one you can see his eyeball. This is literally what I do. I just sit here and look for. Well, this is a good image too. I'm just not sure if it's supposed to look like this. That would be a good one because it's nice and long. This one. Ooh, I like this one. Okay. This is the one that I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one. It's a wallpaper size, which is perfect because it's nice and long, just like my template. I'm going to save image as, and I'll name it Jujutsu Kaisen. I like looking here to make sure that it is a JPEG or a PNG, and it is. If not, I'd have to go back and look for another one. All right, time to split it. Split image. The way that your block reveals are labeled, right? 3x3, 3x4, 4, la, 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 is what you can type in here for both. So if you're using one that has two numbers, vertically and horizontally, then you're going to use that both and just put those numbers in. Because I am using one that I just need to split vertically, right? And I need to split it vertically because it's splitting this vertical, I guess I should show it here. It's splitting the vertical axes. Right? If you wanted it to split up and down, then you would do the horizontal one. Okay, so it's the horizontal is the one that's going at the top, obviously horizontally. It's the one that gives you columns, and the vertical is the one that gives you rows. So the vertical is going to give you the number of rows that you have, and the horizontal is going to give you the number of columns that you have. Okay, so I'm going to go to just vertically, and I need 15. Okay, so I don't know if you need me to explain that again, just go back in the video, okay? So both, if you're using any of the other templates, vertically, if you're using that very last template. I don't have a horizontal template in that folder, but I can add one if anyone needs one. I probably will. So again, start that folder, come back to it. I might add a horizontal one. I've used it before on an Encanto image, if you've seen it. So it's somewhere around the drive. I just need to move it in there. But I do have a horizontal one created. All right, so 15 blocks. And then, oh, well, I need to bring the image in. You can drag and drop the image. So I can go here and just drag and drop it. Or you can also search it from your computer. So choose file. So here's the image. Put the image first before you split. Obviously, there's something you need to split. So 15, And I'm just going to go ahead and go to split image. Wait until it's done blinking. That's when it's done. And then I am going to go ahead and just hit download the zip file because it's going to download all the images together. You can download one at a time if you want to, but I'm going to go ahead and download the zip. My computer, as soon as I open this, it's going to open the folder up for me. And this folder now has all 15 in order. They're all labeled for you. If you had a like row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2, it's going to show you all of that already numbered, so you know exactly where they should go. All right, I'm going to close this out because I don't need the image splitter anymore, and I also don't need Google, and I want to clean up my tabs. All right, I am going to make this smaller so you can see both. I could split my screen and then go whole screen, but I just really don't like the way that ends up looking when I'm live. So let's do this. And move this one a little bit to the side. I'm just making sure it's coming up on the stream. All right, 2. I'm gonna go find the pictures. Okay, here we go. Now just time to start inserting them. This takes a while. I know if you look on Teachers Pay Teachers, I don't remember her name, but there is a way that you can buy she created like this code where you can bring them all in at the same time. So you could use that if you're using like blocks that have a lot. If you are making a lot, might be worth it. I prefer not to come out of pocket if I can avoid it. This is why I show you guys how to do these things. All right, so insert image in the cell, and then you just select and drop. If you don't have your images split together, then you can always browse and go find those images. This to me is a lot faster. So again, insert image in the cell, and we are just going in order. It's the 4th one. Insert image in the cell, and here's the 5th one. And just real quick, I'm going to go over to the other side and make sure they're working. They are. Look beautiful. Insert image in the cell number 6. Insert image in the cell. I guess because also there's some viewers that have gone and some that have come back, I want to remind you that we do have a Teachers Pay Teachers gift card going on. I don't know if I said it in the stream. I definitely typed it up. But what we're going to be doing is for anyone that creates a block reveal today, and then there'll be another chance during tomorrow's live for the whole week. So you don't have to do it right this second. But anyone that creates a block reveal or tomorrow's activity and shares it in the Facebook group will be entered to win a $20 Teachers Pay Teachers gift card that you can use at any store you like. So we just want to encourage you guys to share. I will make a post on Facebook after the live is done. So we just want to encourage you guys to share within the group. We share so much in there for the use of other teachers. So if you're making your own and you have it in you to share back, that really helps everybody. And we love that atmosphere in our group. I know it saved a lot of us. Yeah, it does. I've had a hard time kind of using it because of the way that you have to name things and you have to use Excel and Google. So yeah, I did purchase it, but I don't use it. So I end up just reverting to this. But that's why I don't remember her name, the girl that made it. But yeah. Michelle, the links don't work in the chat, but you can always leave a comment later. So in the live chat, it'll ban your links because the chat's moderated. So my links will work, but not yours because I don't see your link come up. But if you want to leave it in the chat after, you totally can, okay? Like once the live is done, you can come back and put it in there. Yeah, I think it's just to keep like trolls out. Yeah, so that there's no, it sees all links as spam. Okay, I have all 15 of the images here. Not that you're a troll. I know that your link is good, but I don't know how to turn it on, like to allow it to come through. All right, I'm gonna make this full screen just to check it out. I hate going full screen. Okay, so I think that was a good size for it. You can mess around with the sizes, right? If I made this thicker and then longer, it'll fill in as well. Trying to see if it looks any better. Nope. Okay. Ah, too far. Okay, I want to make it a tiny little bit bigger so that those white lines, I'm looking at the white lines through here. And you can also resize this way. Resize column. I'm going to go to 415. I want there to be some separation so that it still looks like a puzzle. I like that. I think that's good. Personally, I like it, but you can get it to almost like be non-existent if you keep messing with it. Like, so 417, I'm going up by 2. Get smaller and smaller. Let's go 420. Nope, too far. 419 might be the trick. Yeah, that's what it's called, bulk image uploader. No, I personally don't use it. I feel like because I already have my templates made, right? And the way that the bulk image uploader works, it puts everything in a row, in a column. So it would definitely work for something like this. But for my templates that are already made, it doesn't work. I have to edit every one of my templates. And personally, for me, it just hasn't been worth it to go through and change my templates so that it works with the templates I already made. So I end up going this way. Yeah. But I did pay for it, and I know a lot of people like it. So like I'm not talking it down or anything, but I prefer to do it this way since I'm not creating activities that require hundreds of blocks, right? So to me this isn't that long. It doesn't take that long. Okay, here's my template. Now I want to change the colors around. So I'm going to do that before I even add my questions. I know maybe if you're watching this, you're probably like, get to the point. You can always fast forward it after the stream. But right now, I'm going in the same order. Again, right, all natural. This is the order that I would be going in when I'm working. So I'm going to choose my colors. So I'm going to select the border, and I'm going to go to the fill tool and the color picker, and I'm going to select their uniform color. Now that matches. Now I'm going to select this and the numbers on the side, image picker, and I am going to go with his hair color, which is very iconic. And then I'm going to select these, and I like using like a happier color for the correct answers, Red seems like too much. Let's go with her hair color. How does that look? Nope, I hate it. Let's do her hair color. It's like green. I like it. That I like. Kind of darker. Okay, never mind. I don't like it. This is really what I do. I sit here. Maybe Gojo's. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I like that one. There it is. Okay, I'm happy with the way that this looks. I'm going to go ahead and I wonder if anybody would like this template. Let's save it as a template. reveal. I'll link this at the end in case anybody wants a template, because this is a really famous anime. If you teach middle or high school, your kids, and they watch anime, your kids will know what this is. So this is a good one. I'll share this in the group as well after, but let's leave it there. This is my activity. So this is going to be order of operations using parentheses. Work out each complex calculation and enter your answer. If your answer is correct, you will receive a puzzle piece. You may work in any order. Okay, so that's my instructions. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I am going to bold the word directions. I'm selecting just that word, and then I'm going to make it the same color as the border, so it stands out a little bit. Okay, now I'm ready to start typing in my questions and my answers. If you watched my videos, you know how this goes. They're all the same. I've made the template super easy to work with, I hope. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting my questions in. I have them right in front of me. I printed them out. So I'm just going to start going with it. And all right, so the first one that I have. Ooh, I have one more page to show, actually. I know I share this all the time, but symbol salad. Symbol salad is what I use for, like, when I need a division symbol, or any of these, right? Like if I wanted to use the 1/2, this is a really good vulgar fraction. Why is it called that? Does anyone know? It says vulgar on it. I don't think there's anything vulgar about it. It's a fraction. But if I wanted to use the fraction, I could use that. Okay, anyway, I am going to need this in a little bit. It's called symbolsalad.com, but I am going to put it in the chat. And I'll also put it in my description of the video. Vulgar fraction, that's kind of funny. Okay, so 4 plus 7 times 3, and okay, times. I have an issue with times as an X. I don't know why. I don't like it. This is super easy to use. You click on it, it copies it, and then you can paste. Times 3. All right, I am going to space this out. I just like it better how it looks like that. And you could put an equal sign if you want to. There's the first one, and the answer to this one is 33. So now this puzzle piece has gone away. That is okay. I will end up resizing this later to the size that I need. Right, so I'm going to leave it nice and big because I do have some longer ones, and then eventually I'll change it. All right, the next one is 25 plus 3 times 8. That is 49. If you catch any mistakes on my math, let me know, because I did these earlier. 9 minus 2 times 7. That's equal to -5. And 9 times 6. Minus 42. And that one's equal to 12. Right, I'm losing my place here. Oh, Michelle, which template? Let me know, because I'll fix the things right now. Let me know which template you're trying to make a copy of, and I'll change it. You shouldn't have to request access. Hi, Caroline. This 10 by 1. So from here, let me go check the, hold on, give me a second. Anyone with the link? The 10 by 1. Okay, so I did, here, try this. Oh, no, you know why it's asking you to, okay, I get it. It's because you have to say, you can't save it where it tells you to save it. You do have to choose a folder, right? So when you're trying to, if you are not choosing a folder to put it in, it thinks you're trying to put it in our drive. So that's why it's not letting you save it, because you don't have access to editing our drive. Let me know if that works, because the access is fine. So if you notice, when I made a copy, right, from my personal, I have to save it somewhere else. So you have to save it within your drive for it to work. Let me know if that works, because if not, I have to troubleshoot. Caroline, we're working on block reveals, and we're going to have a challenge going on. So whoever makes a block review and shares, I know you and Michelle share all the time. So if you share your creations in our Facebook group, then you'll be automatically entered for a $20 gift card to Teachers Pay Teachers. And we'll have another one tomorrow. All right, Michelle, let me know if that worked, okay? I'll keep going with the questions, but let me know if that worked. Okay, so 5 times 11. Okay, awesome. So that is what you have to do. So if it's giving you an issue that that you have to request, it's because you're trying to save it into the wrong folder, and you don't have access to the folder. You have access to making copies of what's within it. Just make sure you save it in your own drive, and then it'll work. 3 times 20. And that is equal to -5. That's the one that I didn't like, because I didn't want 2 answers that are the same, but that's fine. Sometimes that happens. 16 plus 11. I'm just trying to make sure that it's a plus and not a division sign. Yeah, minus 5 times 6. Negative, oh, I want the answer there. -3. Okay, we're getting there. Next one, 12 minus 2 times 5. Answer's 2. All right, here's a division one. I have 2. I'm gonna leave. The next one's gonna need a division sign. I have such a hard time using division signs. I don't like them at all. I think they need to rest in peace. We need to do a burial service for them. I think they just confuse kids, but gotta teach it. I don't know if anybody feels the same way. They get so confused with order of operations in that sense. 24 divided by 6 minus 10 is -6. I'm glad you guys are with me, but you know what I mean? It's like they have such a hard time, like, just write it as a fraction. I think it's useful when they're little, but once they make it to higher math, a division sign is just a pain in the butt. Yeah, it drives them nuts. I almost wish like we just taught fractions, right? And when they taught division, just teach it in a fraction. I should start doing that, having like a burial service for the division sign. Like, it's gone. We will not use it anymore. It served its purpose. I need the division sign again. For the next problem. 60 divided by 10 minus 8 equals another -2. Do I have a -2? No, I didn't. Okay. Next one, 3. Oh my goodness. Do I have any other divisions? All right, fine. I'll copy the multiplication. I'm trying to stay in order so I don't lose my thing. But 3 times 12 minus 4. Yeah, right. Start teaching it right from the start. I agree too. I think it's like in middle school we think the kids are not going to get it, but I feel like if you start teaching it right from the start, they have enough brain power for it to soak in. My daughter's in 3rd grade, so they do multiplication and division this year, and I keep I keep writing it out as a fraction. I'm like, they're both the same. It's the same thing. All right, this one is the one that I wanted to try, that vulgar fraction. 1/2. I don't know why it's called that. 1/2. I need the multiplication symbol. Times 20 minus 4. And this one is 8. All right, and then I have one with a lot of division symbols. And 27 divided by 81 by 9 plus 3. Okay. And now I need to pick one more. Which one do I like? I had 16. I always have a few more questions. Ooh, I could give them a challenge with some. Yeah, let's do that one. 8 times 6 divided by. I like that because that is 4 and that's equal to 12. Okay. Again, having the questions in advance definitely helps. Trying to come up with questions on the fly for me never works, so I always have to write them down. I know you can't see the paper, but they're all in here. I'm done with this one. I'm going to throw it away. A little trash can in there. All right. I am going to resize this. Oh, Caroline, the links don't work on this chat. I was just telling Michelle a little bit. They'll work when I post them, but because the chat's moderated when I'm live, it doesn't let anybody else post links. So you can add it after once it's not live anymore. So in the comments, or you can put it in our Facebook group. But it won't work on here. Like you can respond to the Facebook post. Okay. When this template, I really like it because now that this is 2 by 2, notice how the answers on this one is also 2 by 2. The reason why I did it this way is so that I can go here. I don't have to type them one at a time. I'm just going to copy these and go to the first one and paste. Huh. All done. Now I don't have to type them one at a time. If they're not the same size as page 2, which you might run into because I didn't do that for all of them, you'll have to type the answers in one at a time. But how cool is this? I love this template because it's so versatile. You can go as many questions as you want or as little questions as you want. And then you could just paste the questions the answers when you're done. Technically, this is done. Now we got to clean it up. Ha, right? You learn something new every day. Every one of these lives, right? I remember one of my tricks, every one of the lives. That's why I wanted to do a live where I didn't do any prep at all, so that I can share with you guys, like, this is really exactly what the top thought process goes for me. I create the questions in advance, and then everything else just kind of happens as I'm working. So yeah, I'm glad. Now we got to hide everything, right? So I'm going to go to, I'm going to hide first the formula bar. So view and show, and I'm going to hide the formula bar. And now I got to hide all these questions. So when you copy these, you know that these look like this, right? So first I don't need the questions and the answers. I'm going to erase that. And then I'm going to erase these numbers because I don't need them anymore. Okay, so when I hide that, I also want to select all these, and I'm going to merge them together and unmerge. So merge, unmerge, so that now they're just their normal size. And then for these, they're a color, right? So I'm going to select the whole thing. I'm going to switch this and make them go back to white. I'm going to select the borders and remove them. Okay, so switched it. I selected the whole column, switched it to white, and removed the borders. And then I am going to change the font size to 1. Right, we make it nice and tiny. I guess I don't need these two. I'm going to do the same merge, unmerge. I'm going to hide this column already, select the whole thing, hide the column. And then now for these, I'm going to select these here. If you want to be like extra tricky, at this point you can unmerge these and it won't affect your template anymore. So once you've pasted them, you can unmerge them. Makes it even harder for them to find because there's going to be blanks in between. Boop. One at a time, unmerging them. All right, now I'm going to select them. Right click, view more cell options, conditional formatting, change the background to white and the text to white. And now they're virtually gone. Last step that I've been liking, I select B to the end, and I'm going to hide these. And then make this really, really tiny. And this really, really tiny. And now there's virtually nothing in this page. It's very annoying to try and unhide this. And I'm going to right click and hide. Another thing that you can do is you can protect the sheet. I like doing this too. Set permission and show a warning message. Restrict to only you doesn't work because when the kids get their own copy, now they're the only you is them. Yeah, Michelle, they can. So I'm going to show the warning message because now you'll see the warning message. Sometimes it deters them. It gives them this heads up. So it's going to be that annoying heads up anytime they try to use it. But yeah, they can work in any order in this one and still get a part of the picture. Right? So with this one, they're just getting the piece of the picture that they want. So they know which ones, you can very clearly tell which ones are missing or which ones are incorrect, right? Like if I put, I don't know, 36 on this one, which is not the right answer, it doesn't show up. So they can clearly tell when they've gotten the answer wrong. Oh, let's do one more step. This is the Caroline step we learned in the last video, right? Let's put the clear let's put the clear picture in front of it. So insert image over the cells, and I'm going to select that clear square we made in the last video. That mine's called front. It's going to be somewhere around here. There it is. You just got to click on it, and then now I'm going to resize this clear square to go around the picture. There we go. What are you doing? What am I doing? Oh, I'm scrolling. What did I do? Is it all the way? Perfect. Okay. There it is. You can also add a clear one around the questions so that the only thing they can type on is here. If you wanted to, I'm not going to go that far into it. But at least now, right, they hopefully can't see the formulas in here. You can add more on top of them. We talked about that last time. You can put one box on top of the other. So even if they delete, there's another one underneath it. Yeah, so if you are clicking on it and then you scroll, it's going to move it. That's what it was doing. So you got to click out of it. And then once you click out of it, it stays. So see, like, I'm clicking on it. If I scroll now, it's going to move the image. But if I click out of it and scroll, nothing happens. All right, let me share this in the chat. This is my final one. I am done. Let's change the settings. Here's the order of operation if you want it. And I'm also going to now make a copy, and this will be my student sheet. So I always do this at the same time. And for my student sheet, all I have to do is erase the answers. This is how the students would see it. And the reason why I make this extra copy is so that when I assign it, now they're getting a copy from something that's never had the answers on them before. You can always even make a second copy. That way it won't flash, but it shouldn't because it's not this like super big activity or anything like that. All right, we just reached an hour. And I don't know if you guys have any questions. Remember the giveaway. Don't forget to like the live. It helps. And also, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. It helps. And if you know teachers, share the YouTube, right? There's a ton of freebies. If you're sharing them with somebody on your team, then you might get somebody that then helps you create these. So please, please, please share them. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is an hour earlier because Julianne is so far ahead. But tomorrow, Julianne will be with me, and we'll go live together. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have any questions. Leave them in the chat. If not, I think I'm going to actually take some time right now to link my description. So this is the description I have. Let's put all the pieces that I said I would. Order of operations. Jujutsu Kaisen. Not Kaiser. Oh, anyone with the link? This is the student sheet. Activity answer key. All right. Oh, that's awesome, Michelle. Caroline, thank you for sharing. It's at 9 a.m. PST, so Pacific Standard, which is 5 p.m. Julianne's time. It will be Monday for you, yeah. And for us, I mean, technically that Monday for us is a holiday here. So it's Labor Day, so we're off on Monday. Catch the replay though. Or at least, I mean, Caroline, you have all the tools, right? You already know how to make these. So you still participate, right? Whatever it ends up being, just, you know, do your thing and share it. Oh, he does the pixel art. That's awesome. I definitely don't have those skills. I have the Google Sheets, but I can't make the art by myself. What links am I missing that I shared today? I shared the block reveal folder. There's how to split. Oh, symbol salad. Let's put that in there. Symbol salad. All right. Page split, symbol salad, block reveals, activity that I created. Perfect. Yeah, right? I used to, same. I used to aspire to do that, but you know what? Julianne does a great job at them. I let Julianne make the templates and then I use them. And you know, we'll always say it. She's just so amazing at it. And my forte is the formulas and troubleshooting and making sure everything works, right? Like, that's why I started this. I started sharing the puzzles and sharing all that. Like, even the ones that you see out there, these are my brain babies, right? I 100% acknowledge that there are much more creative people out there than I am. So I just think of it, I make it happen, and then they make it better. Yeah, too hard for me to stay on top of it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Maybe I should go. Let's check out Facebook. That's next. Let's get a screenshot of this one. And it's so long, it's kind of hard to get it all on one page. File. Let's download as a PDF and make it fit to a page. There we go. Now I can get a picture of it. Screenshot. Right. Yeah. The formulas are so much fun, and I feel like for me, the formulas help me learn other things. Also, because you're editing formulas, I've been learning a lot about like editing HTML code, which helps me in Canvas and things like that. So, oh, the PDF, that's how I get my screenshots when something's too big. I I download it as a PDF. I'm going to print it, and then I change it. I change the fit to be a page. We can also make this portrait, and now it's even bigger. That might make an even better screenshot. The little tricks, right? They come up as I'm working. It's hard to remember all of them. I'm gonna go over to Facebook though right now and share this. No, where'd it go? Ah, this is why I don't like full screen. It does this. And Facebook. I gotta put the thing in here. Order of operations. Parentheses. Featuring Jujutsu Kaisen anime. I know, right? A lot of these save time, and it's not things that I learned right away, right? As you're working, you discover these things. So yeah. All right, I think I'm done for the day. It is 11 here. It's lunchtime, and I still haven't had breakfast. It's getting closer to lunchtime, so I am going to head out. But I will see you guys tomorrow. If not, make sure to catch the replay. I promise everything's free. You can see me chatting with these wonderful ladies. They are my constants here. Thank you so much for being here so that I don't feel so alone. But if you're catching the replay, make sure you leave comments. I am always more than happy to share anything you ask. Okay, I'm glad, Michelle. I'm glad you found it useful. And then try and catch the replay whenever for tomorrow. Enjoy your holiday. Take care. Have a great day.